welcome to Beyond the Veil. I am Adina and I am so happy to meet you. If this is your first time around here, I am a medium and I do readings and necromancy and woo around here. So if that is not your thing, I invite you to leave peacefully without disrespecting my community here. And if this is your type of thing, welcome to all of my OG Busted Babies viewers, subscribers, bush watchers, and everything in between. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. Happy day of Mars to all of you. Well wishes to all of you. Blessings upon all of you. Please let me know how you're doing when you get in the chat because I would like to know how you're doing as you come on in and make yourself comfortable. Hello, Sissy Barbie. Hello, Michelle. Thank you, Sissy. You look gorgeous too, as always. Please let me know how you guys are doing this Tuesday evening. Tis the day of Mars, so I decided to dedicate this day of Mars to the boys who are fighting. The boys are fighting. The boys are fighting. Shall we take a plunder down under into the deepest recesses of locker rooms and game rooms and streaming chairs that smell like ages and ages and ages of sitting? Good, Michelle. Hey, Rose. Hey, Leo. You guys still snowed in Texas. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you guys stay safe and warm as possible. I have on my comfy, cozy, warm robe tonight because it's finally cold here like the rest of the U.S. You guys know Florida was the only state, I believe, or one of the only states that did not get hit with that cold front, but we do get it this week, and so it's cold outside now. Definitely not snowing here, so my well wishes of warmth, my warmest well wishes are for all of you who are having snow troubles. All right, shall we begin? So I don't keep up with these young men. I'm more familiar with Lil Baby's work than I am. Well, I can't say I'm more familiar with Lil Baby's work, but I did used to listen to his music, you know, and I'd be sliding on my little road trips. Anyways, well, apparently Academic wants to fight Little Baby. And apparently it's because last April or last March, somebody from Little Baby's entourage allegedly slapped or attempted to slap. Hey, Talia, um, attempted to slap Little Baby. I mean, DJ Academics, he said they swung at him. I believe they said they slapped his ass. So the truth is somewhere in the middle. Nevertheless, there was an altercation. And I guess in the midst of, I don't know how this came up. I suppose somebody, the person who did it or allegedly did it, mentioned it, brought it up. So DJ Academics decided to address it from his perspective. I suppose somebody tell me if I'm wrong. Anyways, I did see Academics going off in his chair in his live, and I thought, here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go. Somebody please call support for the chair. The wheels on that bus, I'm sure, are not sturdy enough to go round and around while he's bouncing up and down, all hype and upset. And I always think, you know, when I think of him, I always think that poor chair. I don't think that it gets rest. I don't think that it gets breaks. I don't think that it gets detailed and cleaned thoroughly. But that's just my opinion and my thoughts. And none of those have to be true. And all of them can be true at the same time. Nevertheless, when I saw him, and baby, and baby, I'm gonna slap, baby. I thought, oh, somebody get the wheels, some support, get the wheels, some support. Yes, remember the last time I said that the chair was trying to escape? Now you can smell it start to see. Now you're in my world. Now you feel how I feel. He was just, and I was like, oh, brace yourself there, cherry boy. I was just thinking, I hope there's a backup chair, like a plan B chair. I hope there's two. So if there's any academics fans in my life right now, if you guys really support him, please, please also support the chair and send donations for him. You know, send a GoFundMe, create a GoFundMe for the chair to get an assistant. Anyways, so I decided I'm going to look at this. I'm going to split this up and look at this from both academics' perspective and both Lil Baby's perspective, even though Lil Baby didn't do anything physically to academics, but academics said, you know what, since the employee is the one who incurred the offense, the boss is the one who has to take the charge. I want to fight Lil Baby. I want to fight Lil Baby. And I was just like, but you know what? You know who doesn't want to fight? I'm sure that chair doesn't want anything to do with what has what's going on yet. It's taking the brunt. It's taking the short end of this whole ordeal. So my condolences to Akademiks' chair. Of course, he's charging for opinions and withholding opinions. Of course. Somebody like that who has such a massive following and a loyal audience, of course they're going to leverage it to shake people down. Of course. He's, in my opinion, a bottom feeder. I told y'all that before. Bottom feeder. And I also think that he, in the same line as the bottom feeder, I think that he harnesses energy from low vibrational situations in order to gain attention for himself. He did it with the Chirac situation. I'm sure he's done it with other situations where he's kind of inserted himself in situations. When I heard him saying, when the little bit, when Jada and Ari started, or when Jada started exposing Ari for sleeping with Lil Baby, and he was saying, I told y'all, you know, I'm the one who told y'all. I was like, I don't keep up with you, but I heard it here first. So it was almost as if he didn't want to let that situation go by without his name being in it. So then he kind of started, you know, inflaming the situation on his channel by saying, you know, I told people this and I told people this. And then he was like, hey, Lil Baby, you know, you need to say, you know, da 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 da. And Lil Baby, you paying for cat and Lil Baby. So to be honest, that's probably where the young man and Lil Baby's crew decided to speak on the situation with Akademiks, because Akademiks was kind of poking at Lil Baby because of the Jada and Ari situation, which if Ari didn't say anything and Lil Baby didn't say nothing, then it didn't have to go anywhere. But, you know, he likes to stoke the flames and then set himself on fire, in my opinion, because that fire draws attention to his platform. That's just my visual opinion of him. But I'm going to start with him looking into this situation between him and Lil Baby, and him allegedly getting slapped or not getting slapped by somebody from Lil Baby's crew. Let's see. I'm rolling my eyes because this is beneath me, but here we go. Absolutely. Talia. Is it Talia or Talia? All right. Most High Mother and Father God, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for this Tuesday and it's the energy that it brings. Please allow me to conjure up the spirit, soul, and collective energy of DJ Akademiks. His name is it's something Jamaican. Is it Yancey? Something? Livingston. Livingston something. Livingston. DJ Akademiks. I think his name is Livingston, but he goes by DJ Akademiks Spirit. Please allow me to conjure up his spirit, soul, and collective energy and compel him to speak his soul's truth to me. I want to see it all. I want to see all the bottom feeder energy. Hey, Mama Fakit. You know, I got somebody else calling you Mama Fakit. I think it was JD. I did a consultation with JD last night. That's why I didn't do a Necromancy Monday because it lasted. Yes, I did, Leo. Yes, I did. Y'all better catch the shade that I be throwing in my thumbnail and in the titles of my videos. And she mentioned some of the people from the channel, and she said Mama Fakit. So it's catching on, Tiara. You're no longer gothic hippie with the lippy. You're Mama Fakit now. I'm sorry, you guys. Let me bite something so I don't pass out. It's these dried mangoes again. Dried mango slices. Product of Vietnam. You guys ever saw on TikTok or Instagram those videos of the people in Vietnam picking mangoes and then taking that scooper thing and then just scooping whole slices of fresh mango? That's what this is. And it tastes just like it looks on those videos. Hey, Jesse. Okay. DJ Akademiks, talk to me from your spirit and your soul's truth about your beef with Lil Baby and certain members in his entourage. You have said that you are willing to fight him for money. You have said whatever he demands, you'll take half just to ensure that it happens. You even said you'll lose weight. You even said you'll go on a diet. So not for your own health and for your chair's health, but to get into a fight and make some money, then you'll lose weight. I mean, I guess whatever it takes, right? Who am I to judge? So I guess thank you to Lil Baby and that person for slapping him or allegedly almost slapping him because it inspired him. See, that's that Mars energy I was talking about that we should be grateful for. It inspired him to want to lose weight so that he can drop down to close to Lil Baby size to fight him. And I say a win is a win. I'm sure his chair would appreciate that. So shout out to, inspiration in any way we can get it. Nevertheless, Akademiks, talk to me about this situation. Did you get slapped? You said he swung at you. They say you got slapped. Did you really get slapped? And are you going to end up fighting Little Baby? What a shame. At least it isn't young men fighting it, shooting it out in the street. So I'm a millennial. I come from the fighting generation. You had to have hands to survive the 90s. Growing up in the 90s, you had to have hands to survive growing up in the 80s and the 90s. So I appreciate, the nonviolence conflict resolution. And fighting to me is nonviolence compared to the weaponry that young men are used to these days. All right. Did you get slapped? Are you going to fight Lil Baby? Talk to me. What's going on, Akademiks? This young man is ready to go. He's inspired. He's put the message out. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, whack. Hey, yo, whack. Hey, yo, Aiden. Hey, yo, whack. hey, hey. I'm telling you right now, hey, Chad, hey, whack, hey. Take my signature right now, whack. This is what he said. Take my signature, whack, and put it on whatever you need to sign. Sign whatever you need to sign to make it happen. Because I'm lit. I'm ready to go. So DJ Akademiks is ready to fight. This is him. Challenges, whittle, whittle. Will, little baby, accept. Mm-hmm. Hey, Q. How you doing this Tuesday? The boys are fighting Q. So come on in. It doesn't, I'm not going to say who I think would win because I'm here to read the spiritual facts. So I don't know. If you ask my opinion, I don't think it would happen. I kind of hope it doesn't. But who do I think would win? No one. I don't think anyone would, Leo. I think they would tussle and hustle and prance around and swing and flail and, you know, swing and miss, swing and flail. I think there'll be some connection, some connect four out of the situation. But who would win? No one. You know who would win? Aiden Ross, Whack 100, and whomever else is betting on it, and whomever else is involved in putting it together, and whoever bet on it. And I feel like I would win because I'm going to bet that neither one of them would win. So I would win. Yeah, so anyways, the holdup for Akademiks, because he's ready to go, is he's waiting on little baby. And little baby already said that he was willing to fight. So it's, will he actually do it? Past position. This is Akademiks taking money to be non-partial to Lil Baby's music. So I do believe that. I do believe Lil Baby's label or his management or somebody like that stepped in and made some sort of favorable, harmonious agreement between the two of them. This would be Akademiks, not saying that he's a girl, but because he's receptive in the situation. So I believe they did approach him and offer him some money to do a favor. And then this would be Lil Baby looking at Akademiks to see what he, make sure that he upholds that agreement and that he's favorable or at least non-partial to his music. So I do believe that happened. I don't think it's going to happen. Somebody is going to walk away from this situation. And it's the person who has the most to lose. So in my opinion, it's Lil Baby. I don't see this happening. At least not in the near future. Y'all excuse me for eating, but I got the munchies and doing these readings takes a lot of energy. So if you don't want me to die on live, crowning Akademiks, this would be him. And in my opinion, this is him inserting himself into a female business and that leading to this situation between these men. When he starts saying, see, I told y'all these girls was hoes. Y'all heard it from me. Little baby a trick. Little baby, you know, he rap about spending money on women. Little baby this, little baby that. So I do believe the root of this entire situation stems from DJ Akademiks' commentary in some way about the Jada and Ari situation. The Jada and Ari situation is where it stems from, in my opinion. Currently, Akademiks is wanting parties to set this up. So I know Aiden Ross talks to Lil Baby and represents Lil Baby. He's the one who said Lil Baby told him he'd be willing to do it. And then Akademiks called WAC 100 and then told him to get involved in setting it up. So Akademiks is really, really, really into this. He really is willing to do this. It could happen because one person is wholeheartedly willing to do it. And in my opinion, that's DJ Akademiks. Lil Baby is an Aries too. And I think he's the one who said that he would fight him, or at least Aiden Ross said, Lil Baby said that. I think he's an Aries. Somebody told me before that he was an Aries, I think. Hopes and Fears Akademiks is really milking this situation. He's getting the clicks, he's getting the views, and he wants to do this because of the attention it would bring. Not just the money, but the exposure it'll bring. He's here for the views. Win, lose, or draw, he's here for you guys' views. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. This fight isn't gonna happen because, in my opinion, there's one party who isn't going to go through with it. In fact, in my opinion, that party is going to walk away. Somebody, this would, I think this would be more of a win for DJ Akademiks than it would be for Lil Baby, because Lil Baby is a musician. DJ Akademiks makes his money off of clicks, views, and attention. So the only thing Lil Baby would gain is the money that he negotiated for the fight. Akademiks would gain what he negotiated plus what he makes on streaming it from his platforms, on talking about it, his commentary, on all the attention and the views. So I think that Lil Baby is going to eventually come to the conclusion that DJ Akademiks has more to gain from them fighting than he does. I think Lil Baby is going to choose to take the higher road eventually. And Akademiks will continue to give commentary for pay, in my opinion. Not just for pay, but he has people that, you know, gives him information and stuff like that. So he'll talk about it on his platform. It'll give him more content to talk about when it doesn't happen. He'll see it as a win. It'll just be more commentary on his platform that he was willing to get in the ring and go all the way, fighting Lil Baby, him and Lil Baby, the ref in the middle, but all parties couldn't come to an agreement. Near future, 8 of Cups. This is Lil Baby. He's not going to follow through with it. Because it'll do more damage to him and his career. He's only a musician. Academics here would stand to make the most, no matter who lost. He may say that it wasn't enough money on the table. And to be honest, I don't think that's an excuse not to fight. So I'll say if Lil Baby don't do it, it's not because he's scared. It's because he's thinking about who has more to gain and who has more to lose. And he has more to lose, and Akademiks has more to gain. Akademiks can't lose in this situation. Even if he lost the fight, it'd still be content. So either way it goes, he wins. What was in the extra? Okay. Yeah, the male parties involved, the Aidens, Whack 100s, all of them are really, really, really going to be pushing for this to happen. They want it to happen too because of all the money that's on the table. So they want this fight to happen bad. Because there are other guys, Whack 100 was saying there are other guys in the industry who want to fight each other. So he was trying to put the whole thing together. In my opinion, this all stemmed from Akademiks bringing up Little Baby and how he likes to trick on women when Jada Wada and called out Ari, in my opinion. All right, so that's Akademiks. Let me look at Lil Baby. All right. Most High Mother and Father God, please allow me to conjure up the spirit, soul, and collective energy of Lil Baby.